Get a 60-day free trial from today's fantastic sponsor at shipstation.com/forge. Welcome back. This is part 2 of making a Damascus steel KATAR. It's an Indian blade, and we're making it out of some Damascus. And in the last episode, we put together this block, this lovely block of pattern. What we need to do right now is we need to mill through any of the welds that we used to tack it together and see and make sure that it's not cracked. The forge is hot, however, because we're going to weld together this block of solid 15N20 steel. A quick reminder of how I want to construct the pattern for the blade. I want it to be 3 triangles all working together. So we got the triangle of our current pattern, triangle of our current pattern, and the solid block of 15N20 shiny stuff is going to be in the middle. So while the forge gets hot, we're heading to the mill. Right, so I've milled both sides, and we're basically clear of cracks apart from a few things on this end over here, a little bit over there, and of course the remnants on the edges. So it's not perfect. What to do about the cracks? I don't know, but the forge is hot, so this billet is going to get warmed. I didn't weld a bar on it, and I'm just going to hold it in hammer tongs when we forge weld it, in case I need to do any upsetting early on in the process. What you doing? Just crazying around, huh? What about you, Yoga? What are you up to? Woof woof. So we're now going to check out and see where our good material is. I got a little crack there. So good material starts here, a little crack here, and then it's all poopy in there. Poopy steel, poopy steel, poopy steel. And what's my most efficient way of getting rid of all the poopy steel? So we cut off all the cracked stuff with the bandsaw, and now what I've done is I've taken some bits of paper and scissors to work out the actual sizes that we need to forge our 2 billets of steel into. The mosaic pattern needs to be forged into a forwards and reverse taper, and the 15N20 block needs to be made into 1 triangle. We need to make this from our mosaic bar and that from our 15N20 bar. One of my concerns with this billet is that as we try and squish it to forge weld it, the pieces might just slide apart and not stick. So that might be an area that this could fail.
They look good.
We got it welded. You can see a little bit of the pattern peeking through. What we're now going to do is grind it, etch it, to check that it has welded and looks good. So I just went into the grinding room to grind this up and see if there was any problems with the welds. This is not so good. I think I'm going to try take 1 millimeter off either side on the mill and see if it looks any better. It looks better, it doesn't look perfect, and it might just be the type of surface finish the mill gives means that it looks better, and it's not actually better. So we might be having to do some gambling soon. think I'm gonna try, at this point, forge welding it again, and I think we're just gonna have to send it.
This makes me happy. All this time is not wasted. The cracks are gone.
So there's the slightest bit of shadow, but it is definitely not a crack anymore on that side. I'm very happy. Now, in the last episode, we talked to you about a thief that was stealing my earmuffs. Fortunately, we dealt with him. But there has recently been a thief that has been not stealing my earmuffs, but stealing my food. The other morning I come in, I make myself breakfast, which includes a microwaved croissant. I turn around and I see one microwaved croissant on the plate instead of two. And I also recently had a pizza out for lunch on top of the table here, and I come back a few moments later to find that there's only 3 of 6 slices remaining. So we did a little bit of an experiment to see who really was the thief, and here's what we found. This is what a remorseless criminal looks like. Fluffy and innocent. Look at her. Look at this diabolical animal. Yoga off! She goes straight back, yoga! So the challenge when I'm trying to make something like this, we've got a central piece of pattern, we've got pattern on either side, especially for a blade that's symmetrical, is keeping it all even and matched and looking good. You get a little peek at the pattern while you're forging, you don't see the whole thing, and so I'm incredibly nervous about whether we are central. On this side, my feeling is it looks central, however on the other side, it's not giving me that same confidence. I'm kind of feeling like our edge pattern might be kind of flowing in a little bit deeper than it wants to. I want a straight line. I don't know if I've got it. I'm only really gonna know how it looks once we grind the blade and etch it. So right now we are risking a lot. It could look awful, or it looks great. What I'm going to do to hopefully help it look good is I'm going to forge this blade as wide as I can, much wider than it needs to be, so that we can cut and grind it to symmetry if we have to. We've been able to do 3 dirty normalizing cycles on the piece. It's super wide with plenty of material to spare. But you know what I still can't wrap my head around is that it is November already. The year is going by so ridiculously quickly, I can't believe it. And the guys at the Alec Steele Co. are gearing up to ship out all of your Black Friday and Christmas orders, and they're going to be shipping them all out using today's sponsor software, which is ShipStation. It's a web-based e-commerce shipping platform that integrates with almost any online selling tool like eBay, Amazon, Squarespace, and tons of others, allowing you to turn your business's shipping into a very, very efficient operation. Using their powerful automations, you can tag orders and create presets to allow shipping to really become a one-click operation. With basically any printer, you can use ShipStation Connect to print to that printer wherever you are in the world. One ShipStation account will work for multiple stores, so even if you have one business selling dog toys and another business selling advanced anti-spatter spray, for example, you can manage it all with one shipping solution, and you'll also get access to the type of shipping rates that usually only Fortune 500 companies get when you're a member. It takes you next to no time to get set up and running, and the best thing is you can get a 60-day free trial when you go to my link, that is shipstation.com/forge. Try it out, see how you like it, see how much money and time you can save you and your business. Thank you all so much for watching. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.